So what do you guys think about the new color?
Like it.
Fantastic, right? Yes, so the all-new S60 has been rebuilt from the ground up on the new Spot platform. Everybody knows what that is, right? Yeah, raise your hand. All right, that's good. That's very good. So the new Spot platform does a couple things for us. So we're able to elongate that area between the dash to the axle and also lower the vehicle and elongate a little bit. It gives us more of a dynamic look, but also more sophisticated and more premium look as well than obviously the previous generation. Also, what you'll find, a few standard features I'm going to mention that the previous S60 never had. Again, it's a completely different car. So you have your panoramic moonroof that was specifically designed for this vehicle, 10-way power passenger seat. What you'll also find standard are the 18-inch alloy wheels. These actually have the 19-inch optional wheels, so you can see how they really fill up the wheel well beautifully there. And of course, the new signature Volvo look of the Thor's Hammer headlights, as well as the C-shaped design taillights in the back, all done in LED. And there's one more standard feature I think you're really going to appreciate. And you mentioned, yes, thanks for not mentioning it today, so take my thunder. So it's going to be the Tempa Spare. The Tempa Spare is going to be standard in every T5 and T6. I think that's an applause right there, right? So do you think that safety is important to us? Yeah? Absolutely. It's a very strong core value of ours. So what we've done is taken the boron steel and taken it from 10% up to 40% of the entire vehicle. So that's literally 4 times in the previous generation. Absolutely. What you'll also find is that we've taken a lot of safety features that we introduced into other vehicles and put them all, most of them, in the new S60. So what you'll find is oncoming mitigation by braking, city safety now with steer assist, and if you have bliss, you're going to have cross traffic alert now with brake assist that we introduced with the XC40. And also for the first time, pilot assist generation 3 is going to show up here in the S60. So what we're going to do is use this technology called electronic horizon. It's not just using the camera, it's also now using map data to the vehicle to better assist or more accurately assist that driver while they're holding onto the steering wheel. That's why it's called assist. I've heard crazy stories of what people are doing to try to make the car drive itself. We don't want to do that. Hands on the steering wheel, and it will help them more accurately steer them through the lanes. The other thing, I'm very passionate about this, and the S90 is a beautiful car, as Rick was mentioning earlier. The S60 is completely different. What we don't want to do is really say, well, the S60 is just going to be a smaller version of an S90. Don't want to do that. It's discounting the S60, it's really discounting the S90 because the S90 has some fantastic features and a whole different type of driving experience. So what you'll find is very apparent with this vehicle is the lines, very dynamic. So when you take a look at the belt line, how it flows over the rear wheels into the front wheels here, completely different. If you look at an S90, it's a pretty much straight line across the entire vehicle, which gives a nice clean, elongated type of look. And then when you get behind the wheel, that's going to feel completely different as well. So with having 7 inches less of wheelbase, it's going to feel so much more nimble. It's going to feel more dynamic when taking those turns or those corners a little bit more spiritedly. Then rather, perhaps, an S90, it's going to feel a little bit more refined, maybe a little bit softer feel. So that's going to be really important when we do that true needs analysis, and we really need to do that. All of our vehicles are basically going to be here, right? We have a great product. Now we just got to make sure we know what car, vehicle, to get that person to, guide that person to. So that's going to be crucial. I'm going to hand it over to Celeste, and she has another S60 to show you.